Hello, I'm back. It's me, Angela Skinner. I'm now day 7 following my anterior cervical discectomy with fusion. What a week. Emotional roller coaster. If you've seen my first vlog, I was a bit of a mess. Completely frightened, so frightened. I really have never actually been that frightened before about anything, I don't think. Not that I can remember anyway, which is probably a good thing. But honestly, to say that the amount of fear I had is totally inconsistent with the amount of trauma, perceived trauma, I envisaged. It wasn't like that for me at all. Yes, I vaguely remember waking up in the post-op ward as they recover you, and then I vaguely remember going to HDU, and then I was on the high dependency unit for 24 hours or so. But really, that was all lovely. I've only got lovely memories of that. Nursing care was fantastic. Big up to the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital at Stanmore, UK. And nursing care was fantastic, all of them, every single one of them. Doctors popping in and out all the time. Everyone really, really supportive, and I felt very comfortable and very supported and looked after. And there wasn't 1 minute of fear. And I have to say, I hardly had any pain at all. So imagining the amount of pain was really not even worth my while even thinking about. So if you guys, any of you guys are just about to go in or thinking of having this surgery, please don't even waste your time thinking about how painful it's going to be when you wake up. I think we all think the same. I think we do. I think we all think, A, it's going to be horrific. B, I won't be able to swallow. C, I'll have so much pain, I'll be bawling and yelling and pulling things out. No, you won't. The experience I've had is that the swallowing situation, which a lot of people comment on, for me, I have to say, I've had no trouble whatsoever. None. The only time it's difficult to swallow is when I'm in the soft collar, which I've got on now, and it's just a purely mechanical thing. When you elongate your neck, it's like longer for the esophagus to take whatever is in it and swallow it down. Other than that, is it painful? No. Can I feel anything in my neck? No. It may be different for some people, but all I can tell you is my honest opinion of what's happened to me so far. My voice, as you can hear, is probably even clearer than it was before I went in. Now that I've said that, I've developed a bit of a frog. Don't know where that's come from. But everything's good in that direction. The pain, right, let's talk about pain. Pain in my arm was horrific and dealt with by opiates before surgery. What I have now is, in the main, no pain in my arm or anywhere else. But there are little shots of maybe 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes half an hour, of the old arm pain that I had before. So generally speaking, it's way better, way better. And they say that because the injuries there have been there for some time, it does take some time, obviously, for it to heal. So, and I'm getting little twitches as well, odd, funny little flutters, crazy, weird, alien things, down my arm and also down my flank. Weird. I'm thinking that's just the nerve settling, so I'm not bothered about that. That'll settle. So I did actually do a blog 2. I'm calling this blog 3 because we're now in day 7, but I did actually do blog 2 on the ward when I got back to the ward after HDU. However, Dizzy Blonde, it's stuck in my Samsung camera, which is my phone as well, and at this moment I don't seem to be able to find a way to get it out of the phone and into the Mac. Duh! If anyone's got any ideas, please email me, and then we can all enjoy blog 2. Otherwise it's going to be stuck in the phone forever and ever, and what's the point of that? So, a little bit of a recap then. So, my problem started about 15 years ago with a swimming incident where I kicked off on the back wall and just felt amazing shots of pain down both arms and both legs. Tingling, really, just tingling. I thought I'd been electrocuted. It was that kind of oddness. So, jumped out of the pool and disappeared home. The next day, I went to pick up something off the floor. I think I dropped a nappy of one of the baby, I think off my baby. Anyway, went down to pick it off the floor. Oh, holy moly. That was bad. So bad pain. Horrific, tranquilizing, terrible. I can't even think of a word. There isn't a word for that kind of pain. So, that's what I had, and then it kind of developed and it settled into just one arm, and that's where it's remained for 15 years. It's been on and off. It's settled down, and then I'll do something else and I'll pick up something heavy about shopping or turn the wrong way. Gone again. There's your arm gone. Tension, any stress that's going on, feel it there. Next gone, down the arm pain. It's been like having another. I've got 3 children. It's like having maybe another child to deal with, because it's so naughty and needing control that I kind of have to think about it most days. I've had to think about it most days for the last 15 years, and in my handbag I've got to think, have I got enough tablets to get me through today? What if I haven't got it now? What if I'm up that tower or wherever I'm going and I haven't got any tablets? There just came a point in my life where all the kids seem to be able to look after themselves. Hooray! That day has come. Yay! And I was able then to think about myself. It did coincide with having a flare-up of this pain. I think that was because I was kind of looking after my mum, who's a bit poorly with some cancer herself. But anyway, you know, stresses in life, and everyone's got the same old stuff. So I had another flare-up, and it just looked like it was the right time for me. It was summer holidays coming up, and my daughter was able to drive the other 2 around to kind of take the onus off me, which was brilliant. And I'm really grateful to her for that. And then I decided to go and have it done. That was a big effort for me. Excuse me, just one moment. So yeah, went off and did. I've lost my train of thought now. This is what's happening to me. I'm losing my mind because I've been on the morphine for 4 weeks now. I'm on a very, very low standard dose now, and I think I'm probably so sensitised to it, it's not even touching me. And soon it will be gone, so I'll make the most of it. Yeah, so anyway, the time was right to do the operation, so I decided to do it. And the other thing is, as the 2 surgeons that I've seen over the years have said to me, if you leave it, you are seriously at risk of it developing into myelopathy, which is really not fun, where you lose sensation in your legs and you start to drag your legs, and then incontinence and blah-de-blah-de-blah. Marvellous. So I had a window, and I thought, right, my holiday with a long haul flight is in 5 weeks' time. So I thought, get it done, and then I've got 5 weeks to recover, and then I can get 2 weeks of sun, because obviously I'm in the UK. When we have the summer, does the sun come? Mm-mm. So I'm off. I'm going on that flight, and I need me some vitamin D in that sunshine, and that is going to heal me completely. And by the time I come back, I am hoping that thing is totally fused. Job done. Move on. So that's the timing of it all. And so off I went. And you saw the blog with my horrendous worries. But all really, really to say to anybody, if one person, if I can just take the relief of one person, don't let it bother your mind. It is so not worth your energy worrying about this and that and what if this and what if that. What will be for all of us. And most of the time with this operation, you will be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, you'll have a bit of pain here and there, but weigh it up against all the pain you've had before. It's a no-brainer. You've got to do it. So, and the thing is, do it before you get too old, and then your bones don't start, are not able to fuse themselves so readily. So, yeah, the actual operation was fine. I've told you about the early recovery bit, and then I was in the hospital again for another 2 days after HGU, so I was there for about 4 days altogether. And everything has gone really, really, really well. I've come home. The most I've got now is a bit of tension pain in the back of my neck and a little bit up the top of my head. The inactivity is driving me mental, because obviously I'm pretty much pain free now. Smile. And to have walked around with this for 15 years, and the other pain I had was right in my armpit, where I actually felt at some points that there'd been a melon sewn into my armpit. The melon, let me tell you, it's no more. It's gone. So I can put my arms as tight as I want into my chest, and I'm fine. I can't tell you how brilliant that is. And all my 15 years of walking about with my arm in the air, because that was the only way I could relieve the pain, and slept like that, and walked like that, and pushed the trolley in the supermarket like that, and pushed the buggy like that, and did absolutely everything when it was bad, periodically throughout the 15 years. I've done everything the only way I can do it, and I still sleep like that until now, with my arm in the air to relieve the impingement. And apparently that's a classic sign that the nerve is impinged. Blah, 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 boring. Anyway, what do you want to know? This colour is possibly a bit different to the ones you guys in the States and maybe Germany or the Netherlands. Maybe it's a bit different to the ones you have there. The one they give you here in the UK on the good old NHS is this soft colour. So actually, it's not that bad. It's soft. It's made of foam. I can take it off for you right now. I'm only really supposed to wear it when I'm mobilising. So even sitting here, I mean, it corrects me in my posture, which is pretty poor anyway. So this is just the soft one. You can see here I've got a waterproof dressing on there. It's called Opsite. You guys might have something different. It'd be fairly similar, I'm sure. But that's just covering the scar. On the scar at the minute, there's just some little steri strips. I can't take that off at the minute because I've only just put that on. That's just where a little point where the drain was in for 24 hours. That is not a problem either. Don't get into a mix and a muddle about that. That is just a small little thing, tiny tube. As soon as it's done draining, if it didn't drain much at all, they just clamp it and pull it out, and Bob's your uncle. So So, where are we now? This collar, obviously, I need to put back on, otherwise, if my surgeon's watching this, he might be cross with me. So I've got to be good now for another 5 weeks until I'm allowed to maybe pick things up a little bit heavier than a kilo. 6 weeks of only picking up something that weighs 1 kilo. Think about it. This is quite an amazing thing. I've had to buy a travel hairdryer. See? Didn't think of that, did we? Heavier hairdryer, heavier than a kilo, can't use it. Laptop, can't pick that the baby up, too heavy. Got to just have my little phone and eyesight's going, so I've got to, make it big. And so what am I doing? So really, I've done 1 week down, so I've got 5 weeks left, really and truly. So all I'm going to do is try and just fill my time. I was thinking about things to do, maybe learn a language or learn to watercolour, things I'm interested in, maybe read some more books. What I think I'll probably end up doing is mixing up a few songs and making some mashes. Can't really pick up the guitar, which is a trouble for me, being a guitarist, but nobody said that someone couldn't just put it in my lap. How bad can it be? So I'm thinking I might just try that, maybe this afternoon. I'll let you know how I get on. Some gentle picking might be alright, maybe not. I think bestly, really, is to listen to your body, and if it hurts, don't do it, and really rest when you need to. But essentially, after everything, I haven't got any of the problems that other people seem to have had. I don't have the swelling problem, don't have the extra pain problem. This scar is itching and irritating at best. Painful, absolutely not. Little bit of pain, as I say, in the back of my neck. It's not a problem. I'm looking forward to having the stitches out. Perhaps I'll give you a quick blog again when I've maybe got the stitches out next week. And yeah, if you've got any questions, or I'm sorry I babbled on so much. I'm so happy. Can't tell you. There's no one in, no one else to listen to. So if you've got any questions, do mail me, leave me a message underneath here, or not. If anyone's bothered at all. So thank you very much for listening to my twaddle, and maybe if it's helped you, fantastic. My last message to you is, do not worry. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Take care. Bye.